Are you too worried about all the things that you have to do? You have to go to the gym, you have to do this, you have to go shopping. Do you want to be free from all this stuff? Do you want your freedom back? Well, today's episode will keep on talking about self-discipline. This is the second episode of the self-discipline series. But what's self-discipline got to do with being free from all this stuff? More about that right after the intro. Wow. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 113. Cha-ching, episode 100, cha-ching and 13. Are you excited? Well, do you want to feel free from all these to-do things, all the things that we say to ourselves? I have to do that, I have to do that, I have to go to the gym, I have to do this shopping, I have to eat that, or all these things. Do you want to feel free from all this stuff? Everybody likes freedom, right? Well, let's go a little bit back in time. Why do we have to do this stuff? Why do we have to do this stuff? Did we make a choice? Wait, let's say for example we have to go to the gym. This is what we say to ourselves. But back in time, in the past, didn't we make a decision that we want to go to the gym? Isn't there a reason behind it? Maybe we had a goal. Maybe we wanted to lose that weight. Maybe we wanted to get into this shape. Maybe even the best shape of our lives. Or maybe we have this thought about, I have to go shopping. But at the end of the day, don't we want food in our house? Don't we want to cook today so we can eat with the family? I have to buy this present to my friend. Maybe we want to make them happy. We want to make them now, remind them that we love them, that we care for them. So when we go back in time, we realize that there's things that we wanted to do. Yes? So, do we really have to do them? Or we actually want to do them, right? Does it make sense? Nobody's forcing us to do that. Nobody is putting a gun against our brains and forces us to do that, right? So we want to do that. Isn't that thought just a little bit liberating? But just before we said that we want to be free from these kinds of thoughts, that I have to do something. But now we realized these are things that we actually want to do. So what's the distinction here? What do we miss? Because we did have the freedom of choice, right? We did choose to go on this diet. We did choose to go on this training routine. We did decide to do all this stuff. We had the freedom. So what's the distinction here? What are we missing? By the way, for years, I didn't make this distinction. Pretty powerful. I'll share that with you right now. You see, there's the things that we want. But why do we forget about them? Why do we forget about the reasons? You see, because we sometimes forget to do the distinction between what we want. We may want right now, yes, maybe that piece of cake, maybe to press the snooze button, all the tempting stuff. Maybe even is to get the anger too much and say the things that we don't want to say, but we are tempted to say these words, all these temptations, there may be the things that we want to do right now. But what's the distinction? There are the other things, the things that we want most. That's the distinction. Think about it. There's the things that we want to do right now. Right now, we want to see an extra movie, then go to the gym. This is what we do. This may be what we want to do right now. But what do we want most? Maybe to be healthy, maybe to get in the best shape of our lives, maybe to get the body that we deserve, get the energy. Maybe this is what we want most. So what's the distinction? What's the bridge between them? You forgot. This is the self-discipline series. This is the distinction. Self-discipline, at least as I say it, is the bridge. Self-discipline is choosing between what you want right now and what you want most. Does it make sense to you? Choosing between what you want right now and what you want most. Isn't that freedom? The freedom to choose, the freedom of making a decision. Isn't that power? I'll put it even more simple. I decide and I do. Self-discipline is freedom. Think about it. You decide and you do. You decide and you follow through. You decide and you put the action. You decide and you put the action long enough. You decide and you do the things consistently. Maybe for months, maybe for years. Then you get to what you really wanted. What you wanted most. Not necessarily what you wanted right now. What you want most. You decide, you do. You decide, you do it consistently. Then you get to what you want. Then in the future, you want to do other things. So again, you decide, you do, and this is just a matter of time until other people will see it. Isn't that true freedom? You decide and you make it a reality. This is, at least for me, what self-discipline is all about. The freedom. Self-discipline is freedom. It is the freedom to choose between what you want right now and what you want most. This is putting the power back into your hands, isn't it? Doesn't it make sense to you? Well, in next episode, we'll keep on talking about self-discipline from many other interesting angles. How we can use that for our benefits. My message for you in this episode is treat it as freedom. The tool for you to get the freedom that you deserve, the freedom of choice between what you may want right now and what you want most. Yes, what you want most. So back to you. Back to you. I have an interesting assignment for you for the day. Think about something that you really want to do compared to what you might want to do right now. Think about it and just do the first step. Make a decision. A decision. And do just the first step. Just the first step. But make this decision tangible so you can touch it. Make a decision and just make the first step. Make a decision, for example, that you're gonna take care of your health and go for the walk. Make it a 3 minutes walk. Take the stairs. Just a small decision. but put some action behind it. Yeah, get the power back into your hands. Get the freedom that you deserve. And do this, of course, till tomorrow. And until tomorrow, until the next episode of the Day One Journey. Of course, have a great and amazing Day One. See you tomorrow.